2026 Kawasaki KX 500, the return of a motocross legend. Welcome to Bike Focus Review, your go-to channel for deep dives into the most exciting motorcycles the world has to offer. Today, we're talking about a machine that's been the subject of whispers, rumors, and countless forum debates for years, the 2026 Kawasaki KX 500. This isn't just another bike launch. This is the rebirth of an icon that once ruled the motocross world. The KX 500 is back, re-engineered for the modern era, but still carrying the wild heart that made it a legend. A glorious return after decades. Back in the late 80s and 90s, the KX 500 wasn't just a motocross bike, it was the motocross bike. Known for its explosive power, huge torque, and raw, unfiltered riding experience, it struck fear in the hearts of competitors and thrill into the hearts of fans. Kawasaki ended production in 2004, leaving a massive gap in the open-class two-stroke market. For over 2 decades, riders and collectors have been restoring old models, swapping them into modern frames, and begging Kawasaki for a comeback. In 2026, Kawasaki finally delivered, and they didn't just bring it back. They rebuilt it from the ground up, combining the soul of the original with the tech of today. Engine and performance, modern two-stroke brilliance. The beating heart of the new KX 500 is a 499 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, fuel-injected two-stroke engine. Purists might have worried fuel injection would tame the beast, but Kawasaki has tuned it to keep the explosive mid-to-top-end hit that riders love, while making low-end power more usable. Thanks to direct electronic fuel injection and a new digital power valve system, throttle response is instant and precise. This setup also improves fuel efficiency and reduces emissions, helping the KX 500 meet stricter regulations without dulling its wild personality. Peak output sits at 72 horsepower with a torque curve that pulls hard all the way through. The engine revs faster, hits harder, and yet is more controllable in tight, technical terrain. Kawasaki's engineers have included 3 selectable power modes. Full power unleashes maximum performance for wide-open tracks and desert racing. Balanced smooths delivery for mixed terrain and casual riding. Enduro tames the hit for technical trails and slippery conditions. Chassis and frame rigid, light, and responsive. The 2026 KX 500 is built around an all-new aluminum perimeter frame that's lighter and stiffer than its predecessors. The geometry has been revised for improved weight distribution, making the bike more agile without sacrificing stability at high speed. The frame's rigidity pairs perfectly with the suspension to keep the bike planted over whoops, jumps, and ruts. Suspension, race-tuned for precision. Up front, the KX 500 uses Showa 49mm coil spring forks with Kashima coating for reduced friction and improved durability. These forks are fully adjustable for compression and rebound, allowing riders to dial in their setup for everything from deep sand tracks to hard-packed clay. The rear is handled by a Showa balance-free rear cushion, BFRC, shock, delivering excellent traction and comfort over rough terrain. Travel has been increased slightly compared to previous models, giving the KX 500 better absorption on big landings without sacrificing cornering sharpness. Braking, stopping the monster. A bike with this much power demands serious stopping hardware. Kawasaki equipped the 2026 KX 500 with Brembo hydraulic disc brakes, a massive 270mm wave rotor up front and a 250mm rotor at the rear. The calipers are lightweight, high-performance units designed to resist fade even in the most brutal race conditions. Ergonomics and rider comfort. The cockpit has been redesigned for a slimmer feel, allowing riders to shift their body weight quickly in turns or when attacking jumps. The seat is flatter, giving more freedom of movement, and the Renthal fat bar handlebars can be adjusted to 4 different positions to suit different riding styles and body sizes. The foot pegs are wider, offering better boot grip, and they're slightly repositioned for an optimal standing attack position. All controls have a crisp, race-ready feel, from the light clutch pull to the firm brake lever action. Electronics, modern tools for maximum control. The KX 500 may be a big-bore two-stroke, but it's not stuck in the past. Kawasaki added a handlebar-mounted mode switch, launch control, and smartphone connectivity through the Kawasaki Radiology app. Riders can fine-tune fuel maps, track performance data, and even check maintenance intervals directly from their phone. Despite these modern features, Kawasaki has stayed away from heavy-handed rider aids like ABS or intrusive traction control, ensuring the ride feels raw and connected. Design: aggressive Kawasaki DNA. From a visual standpoint, the 2026 KX 500 screams Kawasaki. The lime green bodywork, bold number plates, and angular radiator shrouds make it instantly recognizable. The new plastics have integrated airflow channels to keep the engine cool during long motos. The black did rims, brushed aluminum frame, and minimal graphics give the bike a factory race look straight out of the showroom. Even the exhaust has been redesigned, a hand-welded expansion chamber paired with a lightweight aluminum silencer that looks as good as it sounds. Riding experience: raw, fast, and addictive. Riding the KX 500 is an experience unlike any modern four-stroke. The instant hit of the two-stroke power band, the feather-light chassis, and the scream of the expansion chamber make every ride feel like a race. On open terrain, it pulls with relentless force, hitting speeds that will make even seasoned riders hold on tight. Yet thanks to its updated engine mapping and chassis balance, it's surprisingly manageable in technical sections. The broad torque spread means fewer gear changes, and the lightweight feel makes quick direction changes effortless. Versatility: track and beyond. While it's built for motocross, the 2026 KX 500 can adapt to various riding styles. With the optional Enduro kit, which includes a larger fuel tank, skid plate, handguards, and LED lighting, it transforms into a capable off-road weapon. Desert racers, hill climbers, and even casual weekend warriors will find it a joy to ride. Price and availability. The 2026 Kawasaki KX 500 carries an MSRP of $11,999. It's being released in limited quantities, and pre-orders are already selling out quickly. Deliveries will begin in early spring 2026, and demand is expected to far exceed supply, so those who want one will need to act fast. Final thoughts: a legend reborn. The 2026 Kawasaki KX 500 is proof that the big-bore two-stroke still has a place in today's motocross world. Kawasaki has managed to capture the untamed spirit of the original while making it more refined, versatile, and accessible to skilled riders. It's a machine built for those who crave speed, challenge, and the kind of adrenaline rush that only a 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke can deliver. For experienced riders, this bike is a dream come true. For the motocross world, it's a reminder that legends never die, they just come back stronger.